Hi friends, good evening. Welcome to SQL Master YouTube channel. So I am Manju here and I welcome you all for my YouTube channel. So and today I'm going to discuss with you a few more very important questions with answers. So these questions and answers will be more and more important for you people to attempt the interview. Before starting the video, if you are not subscribed to SQL Master YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to SQL Master so you are getting very good videos from my channel regarding ETL testing and SQL, Oracle and Informatica. Okay, so let us start the video here. So I made some slides here and I will explain you the videos, questions and answers. So first one is, what does ETL stand for? So ETL, extract, transform and load. According to Wikipedia, so I collected this data. Extract, transform and load is the general procedure of copying data from one or more data sources into destination system, which represents the data differently from the sources. Okay, so the ETL process is often used in data warehousing, as we all know that data extraction means involves extracting data from homogeneous or heterogeneous sources. Heterogeneous means different sources data we can extract. So data transformation data processes data by cleaning and transforming them into a proper storage format or structure for the purpose of querying and analysis. Then data loading describes the insertion of data into the target's data store, data mart, data lake or data warehouse. A properly designed ETL system extracts data from source systems and enforces the data quality and consistency standards, confirms data so that separate sources can be used together, and finally delivers data in presentation ready format. Okay, so then we have two pictures here like ETL and ELT. So as stated above, ETL, that is extract, transform and load, and ELT on other hand, extract, load, transform. According to IBM, the most obvious difference between ETL and ELT is the difference in order of operations. ELT copies or exports the data from source locations, but instead of loading into staging area for transformation, it loads the raw data directly to the target data store to be transformed as needed. While both processes leverage a variety of data repositories such as databases, warehouses, and data lakes, each process has its advantages and disadvantages. ELT is particularly useful for high-volume, unstructured datasets as loading can occur directly from source. ELT can be more ideal for big data management since it doesn't need much upfront planning for data extraction and storage. The ETL process, on the other hand, requires more definition at the honest. Okay, so specific data points need to be identified for extraction along with any potential keys to integrate across disparate source systems. Even after that work is completed, okay, so then the business rules of data transformations need to be constructed. While ELT has become increasingly more popular with the adoption of cloud databases, it has its own disadvantages for being the newer process, meaning that the best practices are still being established. So what is big data? So big data is defined too much volume, velocity or and variability to work on normal database architectures. Typically, Hadoop is the architecture used for data lakes. Hadoop is an Apache open source project that develops software for scalable and distributed computing. Hadoop is a framework for distributed processing of large data sets across clusters of computers using simple programming models. Deals with complexities of high volume, velocity, and variety of data. Scales up from single servers to thousands of machines, each offering local computation and storage. Detects and handles failures at the application layer. So, what is business intelligence software? So, business intelligence BI software is used in identifying, digging out, and analyzing business data. BI provides simple access to data which can be used in day to day operations and integrates data into logical business areas. It also provides historical, current, and predictive views of business operations. BI is made up of several related activities, including data mining, online analytical processing, querying, and reporting. C-level executives and managers use BI and analytics software to make critical business decisions based on the underlying data. So who is involved in the ETL process? So this is very important questions. Interviewer may ask you, so the whole in whole ETL system process, who all the involved, okay, in your project. Okay, so this is very important. There are at least four rules involved. They are: data analyst, okay, creates data requirement, that is source to target map or mapping doc. Data architect models and builds data store, that is big data lake, data warehouse and data mart, etc. ETL developer transforms and loads data from source to target data stores. ETL tester validates the data based on mappings as it moves and transforms from source to targets. Okay, so then what is a minus query? So a minus query is a query that uses minus operator in SQL to subtract one result set from another result set to evaluate the result set difference. If there is no difference, there is no remaining result set. If there is a difference, the resulting rows will be displayed. The way to testing using minus queries is to perform source minus target and target minus source queries for all data, making sure the extraction process did not provide a duplicate data in the source, and all unnecessary columns are removed before loading the data for validation. So some issues we found are: minus queries are processed on either the source or the target database, which can draw significantly on database resources, that is CPU, memory and hard drive read-write processes. In the standard minus query implementation, minus queries need to be executed twice, that is source to target and target to source. This doubles execution time and resource utilization. And if directional minus queries are combined via union, a union reduces the number of queries executed by half. Information about which side extra rows are on can be lost. The result set may inaccurate when duplicate rows of data exist. That is, the minus query may only return one even if there are duplicates. So if we have, next question, if we have 200 staging tables and 40 dimension tables and 20 fact tables, how will you compare it with target systems? Okay, so the number of staging, dimension and fact tables in the source and the target systems need to be compared. Compare the number of staging, dimension and fact tables in the source and target system. Check if the table names and column names and are consistent in both systems. Verify if the data types and data values are matching in both systems. Ensure that the ETL process is properly mapping the data from source to target systems. Perform data profiling to identify any discrepancies between the source and target system. So next question is SQL. Find the last day of previous month. So SQL query to find the last day of previous month. Use the date add function to subtract one day from the first day of current month. Use the day function to get the day of the month. Subtract the day of the month from the date to get the last day of previous months. Okay, you can just write the query and practice this one. Okay, so just it's a concept answer here. You just write the query, try to write the query and practice it. Okay, so then types of test data creation. Okay, so these are the types of test data creation. So test data creation types include manual, automated, random, boundary and negative testing. Manual testing involves creating data by hand. Automated testing uses tools to generate data. Random testing involves creating data randomly. Boundary testing involves testing data at the limits of its range. Negative testing involves testing invalid or unexpected data. So negative testing is also very important here, because what we are expecting, that is client expecting, that should be executed, that must be executed after testing. Okay, so rather than we have to make some negative testing also to confirm the whether what we tested is correct or not, proper or not. So then what is mapping design? Mapping design is the process of creating mapping between source and target data structures. It involves identifying the source and target data structures, defining the transformation rules to convert the source data to target data, creating a mapping document to document the mapping rules, Examples included ETL mapping design for data integration projects. So next question is SQL queries like find out duplicates, highest salary, and group by, order by, etc. So answering SQL queries related to finding duplicates, highest salary, grouping, and ordering data. To find the duplicates, use the group by clause with having count of star greater than 1. And to find the highest salary, use the max of function with the appropriate columns. To group data, use the group by clause with appropriate columns. To order the data, use order by clause with appropriate columns. So question number 8 is what exactly do you know about the tracing level and the types of same? So there are file logs and there is a limit on them when it comes to storing the data in them. So the tracing level is nothing but the amount of data that can be easily stored on same. These levels clearly explain the tracing levels and in a manner that provides all the necessary information regarding the same. There are two types of same and they are verbose and normal. So do you think that data warehousing and data mining is different from one another? How these same can be associated with data warehousing applications? So the warehousing applications that are important generally include the analytical process, information processing, as well as data mining. There are actually a very large number of predictive that needs to be extracted from database with a lot of data. The warehousing sometimes depend on the mining of the operations involved. Data mining is useful for analytical process while the other doesn't. The data can be simply be aggregated from the sources that are different through the warehousing approach, while the same is not possible in case of mining. So these are some few more important questions what I wanted to discuss with you. So I shown up these questions and answers. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to SQL Master channel. So I'll be with you to provide more and more concept videos and some of the queries and some of the informative videos also in future videos. So I hope you understood this video completely. And thanks for watching this video. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Take care, friends.